Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I know that your time is valuable, and I'm just honored that you decided to spend some moments with me. Thank you. All right, so what is this video about? Well, it's a throwback video. So currently, at the time of this recording of this video, it's December 2025, and I have some footage of 2022 when me and the children were out there. At this point, our systems were already upgraded like significantly compared to when we first got there. Because when we first got there, okay, we were just using Silk bottles and those Great Value Walmart apple juice jugs. Yeah, we were filling those up. We were getting water wherever we could. Whether we were going to a friend's house, somebody that we knew, any open spigot, which I realize that's probably wrong in stealing, but you know, it's water, it's free. No, okay, that's not the right answer. That's not the right answer. Public parks, just different places. Sometimes you got to do what you have to do, but it should only be a temporary thing. And if you have the option to ask, you obviously should. But I'm just saying, desperate times sometimes calls for desperate measures, as long as you're not hurting anyone, okay? So that's what me and the kiddos did. We would fill them up. They would be so embarrassed. I tried to do it, obviously, when we weren't around, and I mostly tried to do it when I was at work, and of course I asked permission. So that was a little bit more convenient to do it then, fill up what we needed for the day. But in the footage that I found, this was our systems upgraded, honey. Yep. We had our IBC totes up, but we still had to kind of utilize the Silk water bottles only because we didn't have running water. So we would go to town, use our water tank. We would fill it up from town. It's like I think it was like 3,000 gallons for $11 or something like that. I don't quite remember. So we would fill it up and then drive it back to the property, and then transfer it into those 330-gallon IBC totes. And then we would take the Silk bottles and just fill them up, and then take those bottles and take them in the house and use them for whatever we needed, whether it was bathing water, dishwater. We don't use that water specifically for drinking or preparing food. I used fresh water. I went to the machine. You pay like $2 something, whatever the price is, and then you get your water that way. So for fresh water, we use that. But man, so yeah, this footage is going to be great. And some of the footage too is showing. I also have a desire to build alternatively, because honestly, I'm not going to be able to afford all that drywall, all the things that it takes. So I've been watching videos for many years now about pallet buildings using cob to kind of use your structure. There are some people already doing it. They do have their challenges as well. However, I still want to be able to do it, and so you'll catch me in some of the footage where I'm getting some of the materials and I'm planning it out. Yeah, I was just so excited, and I still really am, So yeah, thank you so much. Let's get that footage rolling. So this is how we store our water at home. We do not have, well, we do have a big 3,000-gallon tank. However, what we have here is right here is four 330-gallon tanks, and when filled up, they hold amount of water. And so right now, what happens is, when there's water filled in there, there's like calcium deposits, there's all kinds of stuff in the water. And so what we're doing is cleaning it out. My son right now, him and his sister thought of the shade thing, because I was like, we should get a portable shade cloth that has on 4 wheels and 4 PVC pipes, and then it connects, and then we can just move it around wherever we're working. And they just put that up. They were like, whatever. And they put that up. So yeah, they they are cleaning it out, and then we're gonna like flip it upside down, and then our thought is to take the brush then and like brush it out, because then our arms can fit in all the way around the whole part here. I'll show you guys in the video. We haven't gotten there yet, but the plan is to take all of the stuff that we're sweeping off and taking it upside down, which would in turn make it fall to this part. Then we can take it and sweep it out. And my thought is, you know, and my daughter was like, why don't we just soak it? And I said, because I just feel like it'll float and dissolve back in the water and just not be there if we have the opportunity while it's dry. And I mean, it is quite dirty. Why wouldn't you want to clean it out? So we're doing it the long, old-fashioned, annoying way for teenagers, but it's okay. We got to push them to do it. And so that's what we're doing. Working out on the sun. I know I look really crazy right now, but I'm just going to show you, like, I just got these sheer things so that when we're out in the sun, it's very much breathable, and I might look a mess, but it's very much breathable. So I grabbed 4 bottles. That's about how many I can take at a time, and then we walk them inside. Oh, one is slipping. Okay. And yep, we come inside. This is the back door. Excuse that. We do have a door, but in the day, I just sometimes put a curtain up. It keeps, anyways. So yeah, then we put the bottles in and we just fill them up. And so I'll just give you the quick rundown of the bathroom real quick. These are here because we don't have running water. So you're like, why are you bringing in bottles of water? Well, it's because I don't have a pump set up for water to pump through when they're in the holding tanks. So this is something we did just in the beginning. It was supposed to be such a super temporary fix, but we left a few times. It came back and it just kind of dealt with it. Hey, it's water. It's how we get it. Then I had a guest one time have to use the restroom. So she used the restroom and she's like, hey, how do I wash my hands? And I was like, the bottles of water. And I was kind of embarrassed afterwards because it's like, oh, it would have been better for her to have hot water. You know, it's not too sanitary anyway. So we started collecting these. Every time I would find them in the thrift stores, I would just grab them, a few bucks. And they're those coffee pots, and we fill them up. And it keeps water hot for quite a while. So, I mean, it's a free on-demand hot water tank. Besides, you have to fill them up. So actually, let's go to the kitchen and going to go ahead and fill them up. And this is actually how we do the hot running water. And we also do the same thing in the kitchen. I also have to wash dishes. That's why I was like, oh no, we don't have water inside anywhere. So we just, of course, obviously fill them up in a kettle. So what we do for like, these are not for cooking or anything. We do not use these for cooking. We have specific kettles for just hot water for dishes or anything like that, and then one for like tea and stuff. Obviously it's something else. And we do have a propane stove, which for the top part we do not need electricity, but actually to do the oven we do. I had one in the propane stove in the islands, and I don't think I needed electricity for the stove from what I can remember. So that's just how we do that. And so, okay, so that's my kettle. It's ready to go to wash these dishes. I'm going to set up the camera. I'll be right back. For you, it wouldn't even be like I left. I don't know why people say that, but anyways, I'll be right back. And so, I mean, yeah, I could keep using this water. It can be the water that we use for, it could be the water that we use for, like, wiping off the dishes, like, so say, like, we leave this in, we put it back in the dishwater side. Like, as we get dishes, we wipe them off or whatever.
You ripped me, Mom.
So afterwards, we take, when we're done with them in the house, we just take them in here and go ahead, Alana. We're gonna fill them up today, so we'll show you that too. We use quite a bit. And so offload, yeah, load them off. And how brother likes to stack them. Sean, baby, go get the other bottles. Where's your shirt? Thanks for bringing them. You put it in a bag. That was pretty smart.
Yeah.
Huh? You put them in a bag?
Yeah.
That's good. All right, go offload them. You need to go find a shirt too, buddy.
Oh, I like badges. Now we both get badges.
Yeah. You got to get some of these. So this, put 1 foot on it and let's lay this flat. Let's lay this flat. Grab this one to this side. Closer. So this side is so low. Let's tuck this corner. Yeah. Pull your corner tight and get it in the corner, your flat. Well, you gotta just pull this tight. Alright, let's see. Let's get into it. Alright, pull this stuff in. Just like that. But like, we gotta tuck this one for sure at the bottom. And crease up the corners. And then this is the top. So we were so all we did was make sure this side was, you know, not as much flipped over as this side. And we tucked it. And so we're going to just put something heavy on top. Yep. And then hopefully that will be good until we can get to it very soon. We're going to have to... The first thing we want to do is a little dog house because our dog just had puppies. And I want to try a pallet cob. They don't even know anything about it. The kids are going to flip their lids. And yeah, I don't know. It's just something to start and see how we like it. See how I like working. If I like even working with natural materials like I think I'm gonna. So we'll see. And we're gonna do that for the dogs. She just had puppies and I think my water's full. So the goal is tomorrow to use this one since it was the cleanest one. And yeah, because let's see, we tried to start spraying this one out earlier. We had that pump, so we'll probably bring it out tomorrow. We had a 12-volt pump. So right now I know it's draining out, but I want it to kind of rinse the bottom out. So I'm done filling this one. I'm gonna record I'll keep track of how long that took with the 2 pumps. And I'll record and let you guys know how long it about takes. So this was the Harbor Freight one for the white hose. And I'll just show you the system right now. It's messy and chaotic. Hopefully I can get it a organized system. Maybe on like a... Anywho. Okay. Probably edit this one out. So this one's done being filled. It's the top. so the goal was really to, okay, so this is the goal now. The goal is to use this one that is clean, and get this one cleaned out. I'm filling this up because it actually had water in it, and it did get some mold and stuff in it. So I'm going to put the bleach in it, then let that one dry and clean out. I'll show you guys the 12 volt little cigarette lighter, actually power pressure, if you want to call it that. And then these the other two here, these two here, we're going to clean this one, finish cleaning this one out, and this one, so I'll get to show you guys that one. And then we're going to paint these ones. We have the paint behind there, and actually today at the dump we found some paint, and I grabbed it, and it's so sad. I found a window for free at the dump, and when we were getting straw, I put it there to lean it against the car. Forgot about it, was rushing, reversed out, and ran over my window. But I don't know. I think it can be salvageable. I think I can get the glass out of this, somehow take this out and redo it with plexiglass, and it'll be a pretty awesome free window. It has a screen in it, so oh, there goes the glass everywhere. And so now this is what's going on, but at least I put the tarp down. So yeah, it's gonna have some straw, whatever. Maybe we can just, you know, make some stuff in here, some samples with what fell in here. But really, I'm gonna try to save as much as this for, like, this stuff is great for the getting it, what do you call that stuff? The plaster and stuff, the adobe plaster. So I think we're gonna see that under there's pretty decent. And so we have this, and I can't even begin to tell you how full that is. I want to open that and see what this is, and this can just be for stuff that's outside. This, I think this is a black, and I didn't open it, obviously. I just kind of grabbed it, and then we got this. So I'm excited about this. If it is white, I'm gonna be so excited because this baby needs to be painted. And with how much I feel is in here, with a good shake, I'm gonna open that up, and I hope it's not separated. And I mean, of course it's gonna be separated, but not bad enough that I can't mix it up and salvage it, because that would be awesome. And oh, we filled up all the propane tanks today. Let's see, we had 4, and it was $70. $70. So propane is now $3 a gallon. I think before it was only like 2 something. So that's, we kind of went up. So I'm glad that it happened now, because at least it's going into spring and warmer weather, and I won't need so much propane for heating. And by next year, the solution will be to have, obviously, the structure up with a rocket mass heater in it. And if I succeed, you get to come along with the journey with me and see a single mom of 4 living off grid, trying to serve the Lord and be a good person, and build a free house. And I'm going to try to get as much free things as possible and reuse stuff so that it can be, you know, eco-friendly and such things like that. So anyways, well, yep, beautiful sundown there, and the moon up there. thing about Arizona. It's very beautiful. Sunsets and sunrises. Spectacular. All right, guys, I told you we went through some things, right? Oh man, yeah. So I hope that this is encouraging. I hope that if you have the desire to go off grid, if you're just starting off, if you're in the planning stages, just know whatever bottles you're getting now, whether it's milk, milk jugs, whatever container that can hold water, you might want to save those, rinse them out, and then take them with you. I mean, I'm sure there's tons more alternatives for water. The goal is to set up a rain catchment system to be able to collect the water and catch water that way. There's people use tarps and catch water off surfaces. If it's just one person, it's a little bit easier. If you have a family like myself, you got to be a little bit more prepared. But I mean, the options are pretty much endless. If you can't dig a well, don't be discouraged. You can haul your water in. I mean, the last time we were up, I paid like $250, I want to say, and I got 3,000 gallons of water. Can I just tell you, that thing unloaded so fast, and I was like, woohoo! Like, so excited. So that's an option. You can get your water hauled in. You would be benefiting by not having to make so many trips, less wear and tear on your vehicles, and you're helping a local business in your area out by getting water hauled in. You can go to Facebook Marketplace, put in IBC totes, food grade. You want to make sure they're food grade if you're going to be using them for food, which I would just recommend getting the food grade off the muscle. Just do that. Save yourself some worries. You can also get 55-gallon. I'm sure in some of the footage you'll see like those 55-gallon blue containers. Yep, we started with those too. Those are our next upgrade, right? So we went from the silk almond milk jugs to the 55-gallon drums, and then our IBC totes. So yeah, we were getting there, but it was still challenging. There's still maintenance you have to do. I would suggest either going to Temu, ordering one of those covers. They're black. They're just put IBC tote covers and it'll pop right up. They're pretty inexpensive. You just cover those bad boys up if you don't want to. If you find some free paint, some dark paint, you could also paint them. That will keep the algae and stuff down. Whatever you have to do to keep it as cost effective as possible, just think outside the box and you could do it. So if you have any comments, please leave them below. And I hope you enjoyed that throwback footage, and I cannot wait to get back there so we could resume recording out there and show you guys all the fun stuff it's probably going to be 2026 by then. So yeah, just please keep coming back as I share as much as I can from the past. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.